Welcome to First Thoughts with your co-host Jensen. That's me, Josh, and Richard. We're all friends that grew up together. And in this podcast, we basically each bring a topic, and we have to try and work out what each of us topic is. So, for instance, last episode I brought Vimana or Vimanas, and they had to try and figure out what on earth that was. So, how are we doing, fellas?
I am great, thank you. Not doing too bad. Got me big cup of tea.
Yes.
Nice. Not big, but ready to educate you on some awesome stuff.
Ready to educate us.
I don't know if you're gonna feel educated after my topic this week.
You know what, lads? I'm excited for this.
Okay.
I really am. My topic has the potential to be severely underwhelming or a complete
That's how I feel.
Or a complete enigma to both of you. So
that's exactly how I feel.
My topic's quite comical, so it's going to be one of these that your first thoughts are going to be like so wide, and then it's going to be like, oh, there you go.
Right. So
I'm intrigued.
Shall I kick? I think
Jensen
it's me to kick off this week.
Yeah,
So,
Benny should kick off.
okay, give me your first thoughts on Loco Moco.
No.
Oh. Like,
Is
I've
it-
heard that saying.
Is it a dance
Loco-moco.
move?
It is
not-
Let's
it's
do
not-
it. It's a dance move.
It's not a dance move. It sounds very dance move-ish though.
Loco Moco.
Yeah, can you do the Loco Moco? It almost sounds it.
Yeah. So looking at those two words, my thoughts, it's like a Latin
Locomotive.
Mexican type thing.
Okay.
So you're going loco, like you're going crazy. So it's like crazy something. So the moco, is it like a crazy dance?
Well, you know what? Loco in this language
Mm.
does indeed mean crazy.
Awesome.
Ooh, nice,
Yeah.
Richard. Well done.
Um,
Loco
yeah.
and Moco.
Yeah.
Is it a state of? Is it a mental state, like a state of insanity, for example, or a
It's,
temporary?
it
insanity?
is not a
Ooh.
mental state, I'm afraid.
Moco. So like moco.
Yeah, we could just nail what
moco.
Moco is.
Yeah,
Why am I thinking about locomotive?
yeah, that's what I thought. My first, like, when he said it, first thought, bang, it's a locomotive.
You know what this podcast is doing? It's
What?
just highlighting how ridiculously stupid I am.
No, I'm like, I feel like there's massive gaps in my knowledge. I've never had any general knowledge. I just have these really weird bits that I know.
So I'm the person you take to a pub quiz because there's no random stuff. But then
You've
anything.
been so pleasantly surprising throughout this, Richard. And I mean that in the nicest way.
possible way. So basically, what you're saying, we thought you were retarded, and you surprised us that you're not. Cheers, guys. I'll take that.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. So loco moco, okay.
Loco,
Right, loco
insanity.
meaning
Loco's
meaning
crazy,
crazy.
Moco.
I can't really tell you. Well, unless you
Is it
figure
an
it out.
expression? Is it an expression or is it a specific
Yeah,
thing or a
I've heard it as an
it's-
expression.
It's a name. It's a name of
Oh,
something.
it's a name of
No.
something.
So it's
Like
crazy.
an object? Name of an object? Or
Yeah.
is it like
Is it something like a
Ooh,
crazy?
is it a cocktail? Is it a cocktail?
Right, it's not a
Oh.
cocktail, but you're getting on the right lines
It's a
now.
drink. It's a drink.
Is it a rum? Is it a rum?
It's not
It's
a
an
rum.
alcoholic beverage.
It's not an alcoholic beverage,
Cool.
but you're really on
Is
the
it-
right lines now.
So I think whatever I'm going to say next might take it way further afield.
All
But
right.
like crazy, is it like a crazy person's drink? Like used in medicine or something?
No, crazy person drink, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Is it like a phrase used for like when people take a cocktail of drugs, for example, like prescription drugs? So you know, if you've got
go on.
schizophrenia or whatever, and you're gonna take your meds,
A pill cocktail.
I'm gonna go loco moco.
I'm gonna go
I'm gonna go have a
loco.
loco moco.
Gonna go loco moco.
Is the expression I'm going locomo or I'm getting locomoco or going loco moco?
No. What I will give you, I'll give you your first hint of the episode, which is you are on the right track of it is something edible.
Oh, it's edible.
Oh, edible.
Is it like space cakes?
It's not space cakes, no.
Is it some sort of drug-infused food?
Nope, it's not a drug.
So
it's not drug infused.
Is it a hallucination?
Is it a drug?
It's not a drug. It's not related to drugs.
Right, okay.
But it is edible.
Is it related to the cocoa bean?
Oh, one at a time. Josh, you go first.
Thanks, host. Is when you eat this thing, which you've described as being an edible substance, does it result in some sort of lapse of mental state, which is why it's called what it is?
Not unless it's a food coma. No.
Oh my God! Is it like a Ben and Jerry's branded ice cream or something?
No.
You know they've got crazy names.
I'm thinking,
like
is
Richard.
it like chocolate or a cocoa bean?
I'm afraid it is not related to chocolate or the cocoa bean. We are in the ballpark of edible thing, though.
Right. Okay.
Is it a naturally occurring edible thing, or is it something manufactured?
No, it's a
by humans.
It's a normal thing you would eat.
It sounds like a tropical fruit.
Is it a name for a whole dish?
It may be a name.
What?
It is a name for a whole dish, Richard. It
whole
is.
dish.
Yeah.
So we've landed on that it's a food. It's the name of a dish.
7 minutes in, we've established.
We've gone through. Is it a higher state of consciousness? Is it a cocktail of drugs?
A meat stew.
It contains meat. I can tell you that much.
It's a curry.
It's not a curry, no.
Can we speculate as to what type bean it is? So is it Caribbean food?
I think it's Mexican or
Hawaiian.
It is Hawaiian.
Oh,
good shot on Hawaiian, Josh. It is a
Hawaiian. I was totally,
it's a Hawaiian dish. Okay.
It's a Hawaiian meat dish.
Yes.
Which is possibly a stew.
Well, it's not a stew. No, it's not a stew.
It's not a stew.
But it contains meat.
Is it a traditional dish?
State dinner or something?
Well, about as traditional as I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know about Hawaiian tradition a whole lot, so I don't want to insult them.
So in Hawaii Five-0, which is like a TV show, they eat a lot of shrimp.
They eat a lot of shrimp.
Yeah.
It's not shrimp.
We've got some major speculation going on here.
I know, it's going wild.
We're just going to go around guessing food here.
I know.
I'm going to have another punt.
All right.
And then I'm going to take a back seat on this one, I think.
All right, okay.
So when I queried as to whether or not it's a traditional dish, I was wondering if it's like something that they eat when they're celebrating something like a holiday, for example, or if it's like a staple day-to-day loco moco kind of.
I think it's just a kind of a regular thing people eat, from what I'm aware.
Okay.
So,
and we've established that one of the main ingredients is meat of some variety.
Yeah.
In fact, let's try and break this down. Yes, mate.
What is it that you want from us? Like, do you want to know what the meat is?
Do you want to know what's the dish?
I just want to get you as close as possible. You've got down to it as a Hawaiian meat dish, and that is
right.
Like, I mean, I don't know how much more specific you can get than this.
It
does get specific.
We're going to get to what it comprises of.
Yeah.
So I think we hit the nail on the head with Hawaiian meat dish.
It's pretty close. So, right, okay. Well, the name of the dish, right? Loco. Would you like to know?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah.
Is it related to movement?
It is not
related.
related.
Locomotion or
no? It's just the name of the dish. So loco meaning crazy. Moko.
Oh, crazy! That's what it meant.
Moko is the Hawaiian word for this main part of the dish that is made of meat.
Moco. Is it like
Is it beef
I'm gonna say the
or
wrong
like?
thing here.
You know what? We often make these out of beef. Yeah, I would probably say beef.
So it's like a patty, like a burger, a
It
patty or
is.
something like
Yeah.
that.
That is correct. In fact,
So it's-
loco means crazy. Moco means burger. So the name literally means
Crazy
crazy,
burger.
crazy burger.
Oh, right. Okay. So I think Jensen should elaborate now. I think
So
we've got
right,
it.
okay. So right, this was it pops up in 1949, from what I can see, according to Wikipedia. God bless it. In Hawaii, in restaurants, loco moco. So basically, it's a really really simple dish. A bed of rice with like a grilled beef patty, like a burger on top, with fried eggs and gravy.
Oh, yeah.
Gravy in the traditional British sense of what gravy is, or
I'm gonna
the
say
broth,
yes.
because I know like Americans call gravy something completely different as to what
Oh,
we-
okay. You know what?
Yeah.
In that case, you may know more than me. But it looks fairly normal gravy. It looks like it is a
Okay.
normal. It
A
is a
beef
normal.
gravy.
Yeah, it's
Like
like
a
a
meat
normal
gravy,
gravy.
yeah.
So it's
Like a
yeah.
bit of Bisto.
So you've got like
Tiny.
a bed of rice on the bottom, and then like a beef burger or a patty with a fried egg on top, and then covered in gravy. It looks like a
That sounds
proper.
pretty tasty.
It looks really tasty, and I think I may have made something similar as a student.
Yeah, probably. I think
but-
I've been there
You've
as well.
discovered the
but
loco.
definitely
I'm
not in a
guessing that
cultured
could be
way.
like a breakfast. That could be like a breakfast
Oh.
thing as well. Imagine having that for breakfast. That'd be,
That'd be
mate.
beautiful. Be peng, wouldn't it?
That would be beautiful.
So
Yeah.
As a vegetarian, I'm going to pass on that. for
yeah, but I
any
mean, you
meal
could
of the
have
day.
you could have a Beyond Meat Loco Moco.
Oh, I love
you
Beyond
know?
Yeah,
Burgers.
that'd be pretty
So you
cool.
could have a Beyond Loco Moco.
Yeah.
So
You're putting ideas into my head
well
now.
done, boys.
A
You've
corn
discovered.
loco.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I came across this by just going like obscure regional dishes and just seeing what came up. So right, who am I passing over to next then? I can't
Don't need to
remember.
go, Josh. Or do you want to go,
on,
Josh?
I think Richard go next. Yeah.
I'm
Right.
All right.
cool with that. Yeah, I'm hyped to see what he's got for us this week.
So, I want you to like tell me what this particular person was famous for.
Ooh,
So it's a
the
person?
name, yeah, the name is William Painter.
Painter. And are we not falling into the trap of him being a painter / artist, are we, Jensen?
If
Because
you
we're
were on
above
QI, you'd get the red buzzer right now.
that. Right.
But no, I'll give you his profession. He's an inventor.
Oh,
There you go. He's an
right.
inventor.
So
Ooh,
we're trying to figure out what
painter.
he invents.
Yeah. So I want you first. I would like your first thoughts on
Right.
William Painter, the inventor. Has a nice little rhyme to it as well.
Now, generally,
I'm-
when I go on, Josh, you first.
I was just going to put this out there that it's going to be something obscure. If it's a topic of this podcast, it's not going to be a day-to-day object, is it?
Not day to day to world anyway. Or is it? Is it something really, really
I don't know.
normal?
I phrased that as a semi-rhetorical question. I was expecting some input from Richard there.
Just got
Any
the
put your
stare.
first thought. That's all I'm waiting for. You can have like a
Right.
little debate amongst yourselves. But
Okay.
yeah.
Did he coin paintbrushes?
No. This is what I like about it because we're going like further afield.
Worth a
than
shot.
Right. Okay.
Worth a
I'm
shot.
gonna try. I'm gonna try and narrow us down on some specifics. So,
Okay, here we go.
right, because
Right.
I think if we know the era, we're gonna have a much better shot. So, was he a Victorian inventor?
Solid
1800s.
Yeah. So,
he was.
1800s.
iPod. I'll give you his dates of life.
Love it.
20th of November 1838 to July
1838.
the 15th, 1906.
Oh,
So yeah,
right. So we're
pretty
at prime
Victorian.
time. Prime time.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of decent inventions.
I want to know
going
what
back to the
Jensen's first
Victorian era.
thought is on this. I want to know what Jenny's first thought is.
You know what? I was looking at some because genuinely I've been looking at this in school, and we've been actually looking at Victorian inventions.
Right
So
up your street then.
Yeah.
so yeah, but I don't think Richard's going to go with something obvious. I think he's gone with something a little odd.
I
So
hope he has. I'd be
uh,
disappointed if it's something we know of.
Right, I'm just gonna go. I just go really random. Did he invent the centrifuge?
I
No.
love a good centrifuge. Mate.
I don't know. Like,
To be fair, that's something I'll have to research actually, because I don't know what
okay,
it is.
right, okay.
So that's a good.
That's
You don't know
fine.
what a centrifuge is?
No.
Do you want to do a little snippet on that, and then we'll move back onto the main topic?
Josh, you're probably the man for this.
Yeah, go
So
for it.
a centrifuge, it's a machine which uses, is it centripetal or centrifugal?
It'd be centrifugal force, I think.
Centrifugal force. Sorry. So like you put samples in this machine and it spins around at a very high velocity.
Yeah.
And due to the force, it separates the different supernatants or substances within the sample that you're trying to partition. And it's used
I know what you mean.
in the lab.
Yeah.
So we didn't invent that by the sounds of it. You know what?
Just
if
really...
Jensen's throwing out really obscure things, I'm going to throw one out there myself.
Go on,
I mean, this guy has some proper obscure inventions, but what he's famous for is an everyday item.
An everyday item, okay.
Yeah. But he has like. When I explain like some of the stuff he invented, it's pretty wacky, but
I love it.
The main things he invented were household items.
Okay.
Right. So I'm gonna. Is it like a utensil, like a kitchen utensil, for example?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
go on.
Yeah. All right. Is it? I know this. So this predates. Does this predate electricity? I don't think it does necessarily.
No, we're in the right time for
okay.
it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hazard a guess, which is a very uneducated guess, as to was it the microwave?
No, it wasn't. No.
Oh, it wasn't. Okay.
No.
All right. Okay. So it's some kind of kitchen thing. We've got that.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Now
I'm intrigued. I like this.
I'm thinking we're in the era for electronic things now.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if it's like, I feel like the microwave came later.
Yeah.
Like they start looking. No, but
that
like it's around that they start looking into, like radiology and all that kind of stuff, which is microwave and radio. It's all the same stuff. So, I'm thinking of stuff like electrical inductors, so like heating elements.
Okay.
For kettles. I was literally thinking of like a kettle or an urn or something like that. That's what I was thinking.
You're getting closer.
Okay.
No, it's. I'd say it's not electrical. It's not electrical.
It's not all right. Okay, good. Right. Okay.
Is it something relatively simple that we would assume would have already been invented by this point in time?
All of us has used these.
Oh my gosh. Is it the French? Is it the French press, Richard?
No, it's not. No.
Oh, I imagine it would have been so bad if it was.
Yeah, I know. I think that would have been a little bit too obvious, but no.
Oh man.
Is it something?
So one of his notable inventions went on something, and the other one was for the other purpose of this something.
Wow.
But I actually gained nothing from that. That was the least informative hint I've ever heard.
I kind of think
so this is something which went on something
that he invented that we don't know that he invented.
Is it like a tea cozy? Is it a tea cozy? Is it a tea cozy?
No, it's not. No, I mean you're in the right ballpark. You're in the right ballpark now. We're getting there. But he invented something, and he invented the tool for it. There we go.
Wow. Do you mean like he invented something as in like the process of something within cooking, for example, and then made the tool to perform?
No. So there's two products. One of the products he sold to the companies or the producers, and the other product he sold as an everyday item.
I'm stumped.
Flipping heck.
So you're in the right ballpark with
I'm just very
liquids, anyway.
distracted by dog, but it's all right.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Sorry,
so-
listeners.
So you think of drinks.
Oh,
Is
like
it
No.
the tea strainer? Is it the tea strainer?
No. Because tea
What?
was already round in Britain by then.
like I mean, what about something like a soda stream, like a carbonator kind of
Ooh.
thing?
Ooh, but
We're
no.
getting closer, but
We're getting closer. Yeah, but you said that before, and then you went, "You're getting closer,"
no.
but it's not that in any way.
So you're on the light lines. It's a drink, but
Oh,
it's
What
like
is-
a drink.
Say again?
It's a drink.
no. So think of a drink. Think how it's sold and what you need to, what a tool that you need before you can drink said drink.
Is it a bottle
Oh.
opener?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh yes! That's so
Invented-
good.
Nice.
Yeah, and then he invented the crown cork bottle cap. So like when you get a Budweiser,
Right.
the cap
No.
for a Budweiser, and then he invented the bottle
As
opener.
if
That's flipping
Will,
sick.
William
Yeah,
Painter,
so-
did you say?
Yeah, and then so his obscure inventions was, I'm reading this from Wikipedia.
Go
God
for it.
bless Wikipedia.
Full
So-
disclosure.
He had patented 85 inventions, including
Wow.
the bottle cap, the bottle opener,
Yeah.
a machine for crowning bottles, like on the top
Nice.
of the Budweiser,
Mhm.
a paper folding machine, a safety ejection seat for passenger trains.
Yes.
What? Why wasn't that the thing you went with? Why did you go with that? We would never have guessed that.
And the machine for detecting counterfeit currency.
Whoa.
Nice.
This
He was
guy's
inducted
sick.
into the National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2006.
Wow.
So this guy was a bit of a legend. He was Irish American as well. So
Ah.
he died in Baltimore City, Maryland,
Oh, I've
Yeah.
been there.
July the 15th, 1906.
That's seriously good,
That's
mate.
fascinating.
I
Yeah.
love that
I-
kind of
I
stuff.
could have gone with the ejection seat, but
Yeah,
I
but-
thought bottle cap
It's
and bottle
achievable.
opener. that's
Achievable goal, yeah.
like- yeah. I mean, you'd never have got a machine detecting counterfeit currency. That's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But
We were
I
never
thought that
about
was
that.
the kind of thing we were going for with the premise of this show.
I think
So-
we.
Well,
I think we just go
I
for it.
stumbled, yeah.
I don't
I
think we
think,
can
yeah.
say anything because it did take us 10 minutes to get bottle openers.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I mean. It's like your first thoughts. That's what I wanted, your first thoughts, and then we kind of like
Nice.
channel it down from there. So I thought that'd be
I
quite
like that. I
quirky and comical. Yeah.
That
So
was
I
something
wouldn't have
different. I
ever
mean,
thought about using a person as the topic. So yeah, that's good.
Ah,
mm,
okay.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
ace, mate. Okay,
Do
right.
you
Well,
want to know when he developed it as well?
go on.
Go on.
Tell me about it.
1892.
That late?
When did he die? Sorry.
Yeah. He died in 1906, and then
Right.
worked with manufacturers to develop a universal neck for glass bottles and started crown cork and seal in 1892.
Wow.
He had the patent. He moved to Baltimore in 1865.
Man.
So yeah, around 1892, he develops the bottle cap and opener.
Like, I mean, if that patent's still in act, then he literally must get like
Oh yeah, for sure.
mate.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's called-
It's like the person who made cardboard
So-
sleeves for coffee cups.
The
like,
capped bottle opener and the
loaded.
crown cork bottle cap both have patents now. US patent 468258 for the cap, and then the bottle opener US patent 514200.
Nice.
beautiful.
So, yeah.
That's they're the high quality facts you get from
They're good,
listening to
mate.
this podcast.
Exactly.
beautiful. It's
The
beautiful.
specific patent numbers.
I know.
but-
You know patent numbers. You know how to say crazy burger in Hawaiian.
Well,
You know,
I
what a
feel like
Jensen
my
is
topic
last
is
episode.
specifically under research now.
But I
I'm gonna
had-
lead you into it. You know.
I had crazy burger. That's what I had. I had a Hawaiian
I mean-
food dish. So come on.
I spent about half an hour trying to research a topic, and then
Yep.
I found this guy, and it was like, no, that's
That
my
was
That was
research.
really
worth
good
the
one, mate.
half-hour
Yeah.
research.
Worth
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
mate. So, Josh, right, moving on to you.
I'm gonna set the scene.
Right.
Now, this is something which theoretically you should know.
No, bloody hell.
So if you do, tell me, and I'll move on to my Plan B topic
Oh,
for this
gosh.
episode. So the subject is, I want to know your first thoughts on what a flagellum is.
A flagellum. A flagellum. That's definitely biological.
It's
Yeah.
biological.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's got to
gosh.
be biological.
I feel
is
like
it-
I should know. But is it that dangly thing at the back of your throat?
That's your tonsil.
No, the one in the middle, the dangly one.
I don't. Is it human
No.
anatomy? No. I think it's like a species, or
Flagellum.
it could be a plant.
Safe to say, I think we're stuck on this one, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So
Okay.
I was under the assumption that you might know what this is. So
Like,
I'm
I
glad you don't.
Is it going to be like
Because-
a disease or something?
It's not a disease, no.
It's an anatomy thing for sure.
It's-
Yeah.
So it is something to do, like, it's a name for part of something. So yeah, I don't know if it's strictly anatomy. I don't know if you classify it as being anatomy, but
Oh, okay.
its origin is it's a name for part of some sort of biological
Function.
thing.
Is it like a
Thing.
fungus?
I'm not going to
I
say
think
anything to say whether it's a
It's a
function or a
biological
thing.
part of a biological thing. Okay. Right, okay.
Is it? Is it to do with?
If you want any hints at any point, just say and I'll drop some facts.
I
Right.
think we're going to be stumped on this. I mean,
Well, I started with dangly thing.
So
Yeah.
Jensen's first thought was a dangly thing. Richard, what's your first thought?
I think it's going to be like a name for like a fungus or something.
Unfortunately, it's not.
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately, it's not. That'd be pretty cool though. I see the link there between fungus and flagellum.
Flagellum. That's a word, man.
It's a word and a half, isn't it?
Flagellum.
I like
That's
that
a
word.
nice flagellum you got there.
Yeah, we got. Yeah.
Oh mate, that is a sentence which shouldn't be uttered.
Flagellum. Is it?
So is it to do with the human body or an animal?
So it's technically it can be used in those contexts. Yes. I don't want to give too much away because I really want to see how this process
Oh my
develops.
gosh.
Oh man.
Right. So we're not in botany. We're not in plant land.
We're
No.
not in the. We're not necessarily in the land of
Oh my god.
Unless it's carnivorous plants, in which case
I'm
maybe it
gonna-
is.
I'm going to give you the first little hint.
Yeah, I think we
Thank
need
you.
a
Thank you.
hint.
To kind of steer on this discussion because I think we're losing listeners. Okay, so the word flagellum is the Latin word for whip,
Whip.
which is popping nicely. Whip.
Whip.
Is it something to do with whiplash?
It's not to do with whiplash, no. It's not a medical term in that regard.
Right. Okay.
Is it?
It's not.
I mean, like we've kind of gone down. Is it part of a like a mechanical biological function? But is it part of
Yes.
a more chemical microbial thing? So like you've got like parts of cells, mitochondria, and all that kind of
Here
stuff.
we go. Now we're
there
getting
we go.
there.
There we go. That's what. Yeah. Right.
Is it like an
Yes.
orifice on a cell?
An orifice, I like that word. It's a component. It's a component of a cell.
It is a component of a cell. Okay, right.
Yeah, I was going
Okay.
to say, is it a component of a cell?
I would like
Well-
to know what its
Oh.
specific function is. For example,
Is it to absorb oxygen into the cells?
as far as I'm aware, it doesn't have a role in diffusion
Right. Right. So
or osmosis.
flagellum, like it's Latin word for whip, so it's looks. Well, basically, it's probably going to look whip-like. So what have we seen that looks whip-like Now there's that weird
Sperm
little,
cell?
there's weird that inside a cell, Richard.
What did Richard say?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. I just wonder.
Richard just went straight for the sperm cell. So.
Well, I'm going to tell you, but you're not exactly wrong with that guess.
Okay. I was like, it's some. Okay, you know what? I take it back, Richard. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Okay.
You were saying. I'm joking.
Think about a sperm cell.
Well, it's got a whippy tail, hasn't it? It's got a whippy tail.
It's got a whippy tail.
Is it the whippy tail of a sperm cell?
So the tail, it's not specifically.
Oh.
The name doesn't specifically refer to the tail of a sperm cell,
but it
refers to the tail of several cells.
Oh, that like propel themselves.
Yeah,
like
so it's the protruding tail of a cell body of certain bacteria or eukaryotic cells, so plant or animal cells, for example. And the term for cells with this tail is flagellates. And I kind of want to know. I kind of want to know what the role of this flagellum is. So, like, why do certain cells have it, for example? And you give me that in the context of a sperm cell, then I'd be very happy.
Oh man!
And I would think, you know what, you've blown it out of the water with your guesses.
I mean, you're flipping out, Richard. I was like, oh, Richard. But actually, he's absolutely smashed it.
So, right, my thought process at the minute, it's like the tail, is it so other cells can attach to the back of it and then it enlarges? Or
so it docks with other cells using its
so it docks, yeah.
See,
Unfortunately not.
I'm pulling that face again, but last time I pulled that face, Richard actually
he
was right. So, I mean, the tail, like, is there for like propulsion, isn't it? Like to get
for movement.
For movement. So I presume like for the flagellum, or what was it? Flagellates.
Flagellate.
So flagellum is the actual tail, and then cells which have this flagellum are called flagellates.
So I'm guessing
flagellates, depending on pronunciation.
So
it's how like the sperm cell travels up the fallopian tubes to fertilize the egg, and then it.
Here we go, some sex ed with Richard here.
Love it.
And that's about it. And then
yeah, so basically it's used for swimming, locomotion, propulsion.
Right.
It's sometimes used as a sensory organ for cells, so it can detect certain sensory things. As I say, it's the flagellum is the Latin word for whip. There's 3 types of different flagellates, so kind of cells which have a flagellum.
All right.
There's the bacterial cells which sometimes have like a helical, so like a coiled tail.
Yeah, I've seen that, like a springy looking thing.
Yeah.
And that's like a motor-like movement. It moves in clockwise and anti-clockwise.
That's so cool. So cool.
Then there's archaeal cells, which are similar to the bacteria with how they have, that helical flagellum. And then there's a eukaryotic cells, so like animal, plants, and protist cells. And that the flagellum then lashes back and forth.
Got you.
Kind of whips, which is why it's got that name. And then the typical example of that is a sperm cell, for example. And then the parasite that I'm working on for my PhD, the trypanosome, has a flagellum, which it uses to navigate within the bloodstream.
Lovely.
That's mint. That's epic. You know what? I like that.
You know what?
I'll give you another little fact about trypanosomes. So the parasite, trypano. It's a word which means to bore. So I don't know if you ever looked into this in any way, but when people historically used to have headaches or high pressure in their skull, they used to bore a hole into
drill a hole
into
to
the
pressure, right?
Yeah.
Where the name trypano is, that process of boring a hole comes from the trypanosomes, which is quite interesting.
No, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, because there's that cell, isn't there? That's I've seen that GIF somewhere or like a video where it like lands on like a lunar lander, and then like drills into the cell. Like
quite a lot of parasites have that mechanism of getting into cell bodies like that. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Flagellum for you. I thought you would know it because I'm
Mate.
pretty sure maybe like I don't know if we touch upon it at GCSE level biology.
No, I don't think. Well, I certainly didn't.
Even if it was, that was, I think, 12 years
It's
ago
like the
now.
build-up of like the nucleus and electrodes or whatever. That's
Nice.
about as much as I did.
I just remember that mitochondria exist. I don't even know what they do anymore. I just remember that word.
They're the powerhouse.
They are
the
the
cell.
powerhouse of the cell.
That's
Well,
pretty
Nice,
dope.
that was a good episode. That
Mate,
Max.
Yeah.
nailed it. Richard, you absolutely flipping nailed flagellum.
I just had a random thought. I was like,
I'm
right,
just
let's go.
sorry
Like,
I
what?
laughed at you. I'm just sorry I laughed at you. I'm
You know
like,
what,
"Ooh."
lads? I say this every episode, and I'm really sorry, Richard, that I do say this, but I am really I'm pleasantly surprised with how knowledgeable Richard is. It's amazing.
It's brilliant.
I'm like a dark horse. I'm the dark horse.
Whenever we do this podcast, I do get a little bit anxious that I'm going to come across like a complete idiot. And
No, mate.
I
No,
think
not at all.
you guys are just, with everything I've thrown at you so far, I know we're only a couple of episodes in, you just
I
nailed
think
it.
I've been like the. Well, no, I think Jensen's throwing some obscure topics, but I'm like, I don't know. What am I trying to say? I'm like the
I don't
comical.
know.
No, you brought some really good stuff. Like you brought the Jenny Hanaber, and then like
Yeah.
total other end has been, you brought this inventor, and
Mhm.
like,
Yeah,
I love
I
inventors.
like
so
that.
it's
That was
really
a different
cool,
spin on things, wasn't it?
really different.
I also have an idea for what we could do for like future topic, like episode themes. themed episode.
Oh,
you want
I
a
like that
theme?
idea. Yeah, I
I
think.
Yeah.
don't know actually, because like it sounds cool, but what if someone's like not into that? Then they've got 3 topics that they're not really into.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I
We might
suppose.
skip it.
Yeah, I suppose.
The joy
But we
is
can
in
have a
the
loose. It depends how general that theme is, doesn't it?
yeah.
So we can have a loose theme.
Something beginning with
Well,
A.
no, yeah, the one I'm thinking of would be really, like broad. There's like multiple
Okay.
topics to look into. Yeah, it's quite interesting.
I love it.
I'm keen. I'm just loving where this is going. I'm
No, I
really
do as well.
enjoying just discussing random stuff with you.
I've enjoyed just
Yeah.
finding weird little things to bring to you,
I
or digging into my weird files and going like,
Yeah.
they'll
got
want to know
another
about
one.
this.
I know Jensen's got loads stacked up his sleeve,
There's the odd thing, definitely.
and I'm like spending half an hour trying to find a topic. I'm like,
That's all right. Right.
and then
Well,
I have like a day, and I'm like, I want to what? I'm just like, oh, that's pretty. You like to watch a documentary on TV, like that's cool. I want to go and look into that word now.
you
Yeah,
got
make a
to.
note of it from now on.
Yeah,
That's what I've been doing. I've been reading really, really obscure things just to
yeah.
Right. So we are just about out of time, boys. So shall we say
Yeah.
goodbye?
Aye, I think we should bring this one to a
Yeah.
close.
I
Oh, we
think
need
it's
to.
been-
We need a title for this one.
Oh, quick title. We literally have 30
The
seconds.
painter's flagellate. The painter's flagellate.
I like it. The painter's flagellate. It is.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good job, boys.
Until next time,
Right, until next time, chaps.
this has been First Sports.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.
See you later, boys.
See you in a bit.